down to the 50-yard line. Nicely caught by Colm Doran there. Colm getting rid of it first time. Good tactics against the breeze. Running it back there to collect it for Killkenny is Pat Lawler and getting it out. John Quigley sort of overrunning that one, but the 3 Wexford men to 1 Killkenny man. And it comes to a Killkenny man just the same. It's Frank Cummins, 70 yards out. Sliced that a bit, but it's accurate enough just the same. Going right in towards the goal. Kieran Purcell pulling on it hard. Mick Trotty's there as well. It's Kieran Purcell scoring a goal. That breeze, I think, causing some difficulties to players on both sides, because it's a diagonal breeze across the field, and it's not too easy to judge it, especially in the early stages of the game, as Pat Nolan pucks out again. Gets it as far as the halfway line. Martin Quigley sends it further. On up to substitute Joe Murphy there. Joe Jim Tracy on him. Still Joe Murphy though. Getting it across nicely to Jack Brady, and a goal from Jack Brady. Eddie Kerr to take it, 21 yards free for Killkenny. The team is level and 18 minutes gone in the first half. Eddie has been known to go for goals, maybe not this early, and maybe he is too. Tries and gets it, a good goal for Killkenny. And it goes to Joe Murphy. Joe to Tony Doran, not an accurate pass, but Tony still has it. Pat Henderson after him. Tony Doran now a very acute angle. Oh, sending it across dangerously there. Jack Brady gets a stick for it. It's a goal. Ned Buggy the scorer. Good puck out there by Pat Nolan against the breeze. And dithering going on for a moment as Christy Keogh gets it to Tony Doran. Christy Keogh inside him. That's not a great pass from Tony Doran, but Christy Keogh gets it just the same. Still going through. Loses the ball. Pulled on by Dan Quigley, another goal. Christy Keogh again for Wexford just inside the 50-yard line of the Killkenny half. Sending it into the centre. Tony Doran is up there, so is Dan Quigley. He's got that ball again. Pams it out towards Joe Murphy. Shot from Joe to Tony Doran, a goal. Tony Doran. .31.5 minutes gone in the first half. And now Wexford ahead 4-6 to Killkenny's 3-6. That Killkenny. And Wexford, the goal ahead as the second half starts in this Leinster Hurling final. Tony Doran sending it a little bit further. That's Ned Buggy sending it further again. On towards Christy Keogh, 50 yards out. Dangerous ball from Christy. Jack Brady's under. It's a goal! It's a goal for Wexford. Fran Larkin cuts it now for Killkenny. Right across the field towards Martin Coogan. Doesn't quite hold on to it. Christy Keogh after it for Wexford. Christy on the ground and Martin gets the ball. Martin almost on the ground too, but he gets it to Pat Henderson who drops it. And now it's Dan Quigley for Wexford. To Tony Doran for Wexford. Palming it on to Christy Keogh for Wexford. A shot and a goal. We were talking at the very beginning of the high scores in these Leinster finals between Killkenny and Wexford. We've got them again today. 6-11 Wexford, 5-11 Killkenny, and still 11 minutes to go. Tony Doran gets the ball, strokes it ahead and sends it over the bar. A good point. No messing about that one from Tony Doran, collecting it, turning, sort of scooping it forward ahead of him and over the bar. 6-12 then Wexford, 5-11 Killkenny, 4 points in the difference. Noel Skane pucks out again for Killkenny, right into the centre of the field. It's added to a little bit there, but it goes back towards waiting for his Matt Brown. He's hooked the first time. Eddie Kerr has got the ball. He's 40 yards out. Sending it over this side of the field. It was going astray all the time though. Liam O'Brien having it cut off by Phil Wilson, and now Phil Wilson be pursued by Eddie Kerr, but Phil gets his clearance back out into the centre of the field again. A real bundle of players going for it. Christy Keogh getting it up into his hand, back in his own half of the field for Wexford, and drives it into the Killkenny half, dropping about 50 yards out. Pat Dillon going up for it. The ball going loose towards Joe Murphy. Joe sending it ahead there of Ned Buggy for Wexford. Ned is hooked the first time by Pat Dillon, and Pat's going to get the ball the second time. Where is he? It's Dan Quigley trying to get hold of it, but Fran Larkin roots it away off the boot of Dan Quigley out over the end line, and it is wide. On, dropping about 50 yards out. Tony Doran didn't know much about where that one was as he swung on it, but didn't get hold of it anyway. It's knocked out there by Pat Lawler into the Wexford half of the field. Pat Delaney getting it 40 yards out from the Wexford post. He's on the right. He's going into the centre now as he takes a shot. It's blocked the first time there by Mick Jacob. And the second time, and it goes back to Colm Doran, and Colm is hooped and beaten by Mick Crotty. Mick gets the ball now, 30 yards out, shoots. It's blocked down by Pat Nolan in the goal mouth, but it's still in after. Kieran Purcell takes a shot. Eddie Kerr is in after it as well, as the ball is blocked down, grabbed by Pat Nolan, and Pat clears it away, but he's gone over the end line. He has gone over the end line. The umpire's hand is in the air, and it's going to be a 70 for Killkenny, who are now coming right back into it again. So perhaps it could be a second or two out, but I'm not too sure it is, as Pat Nolan pucks it out for Wexford. Tremendous excitement in Croke Park. Tony Doran grabs it, 50 yards out, down he comes. Isn't fouled though, passed it on instead to Joe Murphy. Joe shoots for Wexford, the front of the ball. Oh, great stuff there from Tony Doran. He got a knock, he wasn't fouled, he was on the ground, he passed it to Joe Murphy, and Joe stuck it over the bar. Wexford leading 6-13 to 6-12. Ball pucked out already. We're in the last minute by my timing. Killkenny man Pat Lawler has it, he's fouled just inside his own half of the field. Fran Larkin going to take the free for Killkenny. Referee pointing out where it should be taken from. Wexford sneaked ahead there again. Another point, 6-13 to 6-12, as Fran Larkin takes this free, dropping on about 14 yards out. A tremendous bundle of players going for it. The one that comes out is Matt Brown with the ball for Wexford. Clears it over towards the sideline, over the sideline in fact, and by my timing we've 30 seconds to go. Referee looking at his watch, the crowd whistling. 6-13 Wexford, 6-12 Killkenny. One single point in it. Jim Tracy takes the cut in from the halfway line. It goes up along the left wing. Trying to get into his hand is Martin Quigley. He succeeds, and out he comes with the ball. Crosses the 50-yard line for Wexford. Drives it over towards the far side. Blocked down there by Pat Lawler for Killkenny on the halfway line, and Pat with the ball now, trying to get it into his hand. Succeeds. Sends it not too far, dropping it about 50 yards out. Into the hands of Mick Crotty. Make a shot for Killkenny, and it's over the bar. They're